Now we have understood why do we need units. Why do we need units? To measure something. To measure something. To compare something with some kind of standard. Because we cannot simply go market and say just give me 3. I should add some kind of unit, kilogram, meter or anything else. Like I can say 3 liter petrol. Just give me 3 liter petrol. 3 kilogram oranges. 3 meter cloth. So I need to add some unit. So that's why we need unit. But one important thing which we always miss is some other fundamental things that we have to learn. So first we are going to learn about these appendices, or we say extra things. So first let us understand Greek alphabets. Greek alphabets, because Greek alphabet is very commonly used in physics, so we must learn about them. So Greek alphabet is very similar to your English alphabet. So there are two things, one a language, another is script. One is language, another thing is script. So what is the language? When we speak something, that is called a language. When we write something, that is called script of that language. Understood? When we say something, that is called language. When we write something, that is called script of the language. Now as I say this, suppose I say I write Bharat. So Bharat is language part of Hindi, Bharat, and this is the script. Script of Hindi is Dev Nagari. Hindi is written in which script? Dev Nagari. Devanagari. So Hindi is written in Devanagari. This is Ga, Devanagari. Okay, so Hindi is written in Devanagari. Now what about English? English English is the language and its script is Latin. English is written in Latin. So what are the alphabets we see? They are Latin alphabets. They are Latin alphabets. Now we will learn about Greek alphabets. Greek alphabets are very similar to Latin alphabets, only few alphabets are different. Very similar. So similar to English, they have one uppercase, one lowercase. So in English, A and this is small a. So we have uppercase as well as lowercase. Similarly, in the Greek language, we have uppercase and lowercase. So let us see what are the Greek alphabets. Alpha. So this is capital A, small one is little bit different. It is very similar to A, but little bit different. Generally in classroom it is written like this. Generally in classroom it is written like this, alpha. Now beta. Second alphabet is beta. So written like B, but small beta is this. This is small beta. Generally this small beta is used. Capital alpha beta are not used. Generally small alpha beta are used, commonly used. These are commonly used symbols. Third, gamma. So this is capital gamma. Capital gamma is written like this. This is capital gamma. Small gamma like this. Okay. So this is small gamma. This is capital gamma. Delta. This is called delta. So this is capital delta. This is small delta. So D, equivalent of D is delta in Greek. Capital delta, small delta. Okay. Epsilon, similar to E. So capital epsilon is generally not used. What we use is small epsilon. So this is small epsilon. Okay. So we have to learn about these alphabets because these are commonly used in physics. Zeta. So this is equivalent of Z. Equivalent of Z. So how can we write zeta? This is the way we write zeta. Okay, zeta. Okay, eta. Eta is very similar to H. Eta is very similar to H. Okay, how do we write small eta? We write something like this. This is also a commonly used letter. Theta. Theta we also write. This is also very commonly used, especially for angle. So capital theta. This is called capital theta. And small theta is this. Theta is equivalent of T. Theta is equivalent of T. Now iota. Iota is equivalent of I. And small I is little bit different, but it is very similar. Okay, this is very similar. Next, equivalent of K is kappa. Capital one is similar to K, small one is little bit different. This is K, this is kappa. Okay, even it is written in small, this thing is short, this thing is short, this is little bit like this. So this is kappa. Kappa is also very commonly used symbol. Lambda, capital lambda. Okay, this is small lambda. This is equivalent of L. Now mu, capital mu is M, small mu is something like this, U with this tail part, extra tail. Okay, this is mu. This is also commonly used. Nu, again equivalent of N, capital one is similar to N, smaller one is like V, but there is difference. You have to make V like this and nu like this. There is a difference between V and nu. This is small v, this is nu. Now Z. So this is capital Z and this is small z. Okay, this is small z, but still it is not very commonly used. Omnicorn, it is equivalent to O. So this is small o, but it is not very commonly used. Pi, pi is another unit or another symbol that is very commonly used. Capital pi, small pi. So if you write something like this, this is capital pi. If you write something like this, this is small pi. Generally we use small pi. Small pi. What is value of pi? Small pi is 3.14. Okay, value of pi is 3.14. So these are some of the commonly used Greek symbols. Let us see another of this. Rho. Rho is equivalent of R. Equivalent of R. So how it is written? Capital Rho is written like P. This is written like P. But small rho is something like this. So this is also very commonly used, especially in case of density. Sigma. So this is capital sigma. When you sum all of the things, so we use sigma. So this is small sigma. Both are commonly used. Tau. This is equivalent of T. This is equivalent of S, R, and this is tau. So capital tau same as T. This is small tau. Small tau. This is also commonly used. Epsilon. So this is equivalent of Y, and this is very similar to U, epsilon. But this is not very commonly used in class 12th. Till class 12th, it is not very commonly used. Phi. Phi is also very commonly used symbol. So this is capital phi. When we write something like this, this is capital phi. And what is small phi? This is small phi. Okay. Or some people write small phi like this. So both are used, small phi. This is chi. Chi is equivalent of x. Chi is equivalent of x. So capital chi and small chi. What is the difference between small chi and x? X is written in small, but chi is written in something bigger. So this is also commonly used. Psi, not psi but psi. So capital psi, capital psi. This is capital Chi. Okay, in small chi we write something like this. So capital Chi and small chi, and last one is omega. Omega is equivalent of w. So omega is written like this, capital omega. This is, you know, also the unit of resistance, and this is small omega. Okay, this is very similar to w, but w we write something like this, omega like this. Okay, so let us summarize what are the main important. Alpha is commonly used, beta is commonly used, gamma commonly used, both delta are used, epsilon, zeta is not used, eta is commonly used, theta lowercase theta is used, kappa is used, lambda is used lowercase, mu is used, nu is used, this is not used, this is not used, pi, both the pi are used, rho is used, both sigma are used, tau lowercase used, epsilon not used, phi lowercase used, chi lowercase used, psi both cases are used, and omega both cases are used. So these are some of the Greek alphabets which you should know how to make them, how to pronounce them. So make a separate table where you write all these alphabets and try to remember them. Most of them are used in smaller letter, only delta and this pi and sigma, chi and omega. Few of them are used in capital case or upper case, others are used in lower cases only.